Hey everybody, Nasibi here. Welcome back to more Hallow's End on YouTube, not on Daily Motion, which I was planning on going to, and then after that I was planning on completely going offline for good and not doing any more Let's Plays, but I decided to come back after some persuasion for some friends. So we're gonna keep going on with this. What do you have to say? Dude, check out this weird vase. Think there's any candy in it? You can't go around, okay. No problem here. Well, okay. Apparently there isn't. Wait, hang on. You talk to Sally when you're done exploring, but first let's see if old man is upstairs, which he isn't. It's just his old bed and some creepy... doesn't give you any text, unfortunately. By the way, have you guys heard about the... Hang on, no. The only food I could find around here was bran flakes, wheat chips, and other boring food. No candy, though. Are you satisfied now? Yeah, I guess there's nothing here. Let's go get Clyde and get out of this place. And as I was saying... There's probably gonna be more text. I'll just shut up for now. Ready to go? Okay, that's probably for the best. I keep looking over my shoulder thinking that old man Nat will suddenly burst through the door and throw me in the basement. And suddenly the air seems a bit more creepier. Is it just me or does something seem different out here? I don't like this. We should go around and see what's going on. Mr. Cowley or Mrs. McLeely might know something. I believe there's a sparrow around here. I hope it wasn't removed in the 1.03 I mean. And I don't... Oh, there he is. Sparrow advice. Have you noticed that you've become much more powerful recently? You've also developed special skills that will help you battle the foes that now populate this town. To learn about these skills, go to the status menu and press A to view those spells. I highly recommend doing this, as some spells might be different than what you usually expect. Yet, and this is a sparrow like Chirpa Chirp. So let's go ahead and do that now. Sally has for offensive Electroshock Alpha. The enemy is shocked for about 65 points of damage 3 separate times. Has a 45% chance per target to hit. Eliminates an energy or power energy shield. So basically, if you have 3 enemies, you pretty much have a 100% chance of it hitting an enemy. And if it's 2 enemies, you have about a 90% chance of it hitting one of them. See, Life Up Beta restores about 200 HP to one person, and Healing Beta will cure sleep, poison, nausea, disorientation, crying, and radiation. Energy Shield Alpha will protect one person with an energy shield. It'll block an enemy's spell, and using a different shield will cancel these effects. Offense Up will increase one person's offense by 12.5% of the current amount for the duration of the battle. This will not increase offense above 125% base offense, but basically you would have to do it 10 times to get it that high. And it would cost you 50 PP, which I don't think is worth. And who do we have for Craig? We have Flare Alpha. Fire bursts from the fingers, and a row of enemies take about 80 points of damage each. And Freeze Alpha causes a very cold wind to swirl around one enemy, inflicting about 140 points of damage. Solidifies the target 15% of the time, and it may not be so effective against some enemies. Flare will obviously hit all the enemies in the row. Freeze will only target one, but Freeze does do more damage. Restores about 55 HP to everyone with Life of Sigma, sorry. Shield Alpha will protect one person with a Shield of Light. Reduces the damage caused by an enemy's attack by 50%, and using a different shield will cancel these effects. And I forgot to shut my door for recording. I'll be right back. So anyway, I don't know if you've been hearing about it, but Atoy has some kind of mother thing in the works. Something with the mother series. He has something in the works with it. It's not Mother 4. He said that, but it was in one of his tweets, and I'll post it in the video description. Let's see. These guys really aren't dangerous. I'll just have everyone bash for now. Probably what I'm going to do. If you haven't saved, you probably want to do that in the hotel, which I'll show off where that is. Now, if you're using... I do have the 1.02 version. If you want it, I can send it to you. It's a lot harder, so it's, you know, it's gonna be... And it does have some bugs in it. A lot of the bugs were fixed in this version, and the enemies were made a lot easier, because it was pretty brutal with the earlier version he was running. Let's talk to some of the townspeople here. What are you kids doing wandering around this late? It's dangerous out at night. And for Pete's sake, take off those stupid costumes. You look ridiculous. Apparently he doesn't like Halloween. Oh, okay, I'm gonna be surrounded here. And that zombie never made it to assist us around. Awesome. Now these are probably the most powerful enemies in this town. The Trash Lurker. It can't really, it doesn't do any status helmet damage, but it does have a high defense and offense. We'll take on the zombie next. They give you off generous XP, so... And of course he would make it. Oh, okay, apparently he didn't. I'll probably just end up cutting these slight fights like I've done in Mother 3 and Earthbound. Though, because seeing the exact same enemy time and time over again, that gets boring, and it's really kind of too hard to get the... I can get the stats for the enemies, but, you know, it's going to be kind of difficult to do that, so... I might just make this a Let's Play without all those stats and everything. I got a smash back there, that helped quite a bit. I'll show you, also, don't buy anything in the stores yet, because there is a place to buy, there are some equips to the west side of town. I've said this before, I think I said it in my last episode, that we're currently working on a Earthbound and Minecraft project, but we've come quite a long way since that last episode. We've got Forest Side done, we've got all the on-net interiors done. We're currently working on the Tucson interiors. Right now the server's vanilla, and it will be probably until Christmas or whenever Bucket can get their act together and get all our mods ready for 1.4.6. Of course, by the time they do that, 1.5 will be out. I'm going to try to avoid those enemies, because I just want to get to the equip. I should have probably showed off the save point first, but that's no matter. Alright, so we've got a star bracelet. I'll go ahead and equip that now. Let's see. Who kind of needs it? I believe that raises defense. Do not attempt this, as the bracelet has no invincibility effects. Nice. Defense is 10, so I'll give that to the person that has the weakest defense right now, which is probably... Well, yeah, I kind of do need to give it to... Well, Clyde has the most HP. I'll probably want to give it to Sally, because she's got the healing and everything, so we have to keep her alive. Do I have any spare inventory? Yeah, I'll just give some of the stuff to Craig. I can go ahead and move my star bracelet into her inventory for now. See if we can get another equip before that thing gets us. Oh, nice. Oh, crap. What is it with all the enemies attacking Craig? Alright, life up. Let's go ahead and put that on Craig. And we've got a cupcake. That's pretty much worthless to us since we have so much candy in storage. And I forgot to equip that sheet. Who got that anyway? I think it was... Yeah, it was Clyde. And only Pollock can equip that witch hat, so... I'll go ahead and give that chocolate bar to Craig, and... that witch hat can go back to Sally. And that gives us a 46 boost in our defense. He's in. Oh, okay, I got a back attack. That's nice. And actually, I lied. The trash lurker is not the strongest enemy in the area. You can kind of see him right down there, lurking around. It's that ghost sheet thingy. 83, 96. I want to do some life up real quick. Because one of its attacks does like 80 damage at this point. So let's try to... I didn't think I could get a back attack on him. And he's got the creepiest soundtrack in the game. Kind of fitting. Alright, he shrieked an earthly deafening scream there. He already did 87 damage, and that was just one attack. That's not even the one I was scared of. Let's go ahead and do some life up real quick. That's the one I was worried about. Come on. Oh, okay, that's the nice thing about Earthbound versus Mother 3, because Mother 3 you just die the instant your HP hits 0, whereas you actually have a chance in Mother 2 to make a comeback. Will you quit spamming all your, like, heavy end attacks for once? Seriously though, that enemy's kind of overpowered for this world. It should have been more towards just the tunnel, not here in the... Oh, of course I'd have to be surrounded by them. Let's do some life up on... Alright, I went ahead and lifed up Craig. And luckily I won't have to fight two of those ghosts at once. Craig just got a level up to 28. Here's the hotel. $35 a night per person. So 70 and then a 30. It's $105 for a night. And I have 0. I'll have to go to the ATM and see how much I have. Not that I need to stay, I just want to see how much I have. $326, so I do have enough for a night, but I don't need to heal right now because I still have a ridiculous amount of PP to heal with. This is where you save. They're kind of... Johnson's saving service, the telephones are kind of, they're kind of spaced out a little bit randomly, so you might want to save a bit more frequently than like you did in Earthbound. See if there's anyone here to talk to. Probably not. No one, huh? Oh, guess who? Yes, what do you need? Why do you look so nervous around me? Is there some reason that my being in this hotel has you so nervous? This hotel is always so empty except during our big tourist season. We make most of our yearly money during caving season. That's the season when middle-class people flock to areas like this to do some spelunking. Yes, there is a season for that. Don't give me that look. So what, is it like impossible to go spelunking during the winter because of the ice that forms or something? Oh, I forgot to check in that container there. Got a muffin, nice. See if we can start talking to some... No one is going to be... Okay, so this is your house. Stay away from me, or I will kill you. Which, I don't think these enemies really... okay. I didn't notice that that guy's door was locked. Clyde got level 24. He will never learn any PSI, but he does have quite a bit of HP at the end of the game, so that makes him semi-useful. Why don't you little creeps go back to your friends living in the tunnel? The tunnel in the southeast? Is that where these things have been coming from? And apparently everyone's memories have been erased or something because they don't remember their own children of the town. I am error. I have nothing to say. And I might just go out and show where you need to go next, and I already went to that house once. They're basically all the people are gonna say, I can't wait to get out of the stupid hick town and head into Pollyanna City, the big place where I belong, not this backwater place. Even though I have already partially tested ahead on this version of the game, and you still kind of need to grind, so I kind of recommend you do that. Kind of get like all the high-end equips before you head out to the caves, which I'll show where those are before I leave off on this episode. Because I also will be grinding to get all the ultimate equips. Let's go ahead and do some life up. Craig seems to be taking the most damage. He's also got the lowest HP. Since Sally's getting a little low on PP, I'll probably start using some of my items, the cookies, for once, since they generally don't give off much HP, and they're kind of going to become obsolete pretty soon. And the nice thing about the sugary products is they give you a speed boost. Drugstore, this is where you're going to do all your equips, obviously. I believe there's one of these you don't want to buy. Yeah, don't buy the, however you say that, the kuna, whatever it is. Don't buy that right now, because there is a place you can go equip an even better version in the caves. You can buy it now, but you'll just kind of be wasting your money. Unless you don't think you can get through the early segments of the cave without an ultimate equip for the area. Try to get to that tunnel before I completely run out of HP and PP. I swear I did not remember seeing these many enemies when I was playing through on the single player mode. Well, obviously there's not multiplayer mode, but you realize what I'm saying. When I wasn't recording, there weren't these many enemies. I'm playing so much Minecraft, I'm starting to refer to the single player terms. Thankfully I still have enough PP for Life of Sigma. And I don't know if you have to talk to more people. We're going to find out in a minute if we do have to find out if you have to talk to more people before. I believe you do have to talk to one other person. And I do not feel like fighting those two ghosts right now. I'm going to try to off-screen them just to kill time. And I'll just fight them later off-screen. Because I believe... you know what? I'm just going to assume that you there is one other person. Because as I remember, yes, I did talk to that same person during my test run, and how was that a back attack? Anyways, I talked to the same person earlier in one of my test runs, and yeah, I made the same mistake I just did now. There is one other person at minimum you have to talk to, and he lives right north of this house. I don't... knowing my luck, it was the house, and I have to fight this tarantula thing for nothing. So let's find out if I was... Nope, it's locked. Crap! I swear, when I get to level 70, I'm just gonna come back here and mutilate these trash thingies. Just for the revenge aspect. And I believe his house was just south of Craig's house. And I was right. Stop! I'm just an old weak man. So, don't hurt me, please. Just take whatever you want and leave, you monsters. Okay, so as I remember, that was the one person you had to talk to before you could leave for the cave. I could be wrong. I'll let you know in the next episode. Okay, so in the next episode, we will head out to the tunnel and eventually to the cave and find out where all these monsters are spawning from. Okay, so bye.